Hey YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. I'm insatiable-k. Today's video is basically more of an environmental issue. Now, we're all guilty of this. I say all. Most of us are guilty of this. We buy too much food or order too much food at a restaurant, basically more than our stomachs can handle, and some of that food goes to waste. Today's video is basically going to help you save money in the long run and at the same time lower your food waste. But all will be explained right after this. Now, do you ever stop and think of how much waste you throw away? Now, I'm not talking about general waste because we all have that. We can't avoid it. I'm talking food waste. When you let something go off or cook something, a lot of something, and ends up going to waste, or you buy something that could save you so much money only to go to waste because one, you're never gonna eat it, or two, it was too much for you to consume and ends up going to waste. Now, of course this happens to the best of us, but just take a few minutes to think over the last week how much money you've thrown away. You've not really saved anything. In the UK alone, we throw away over 7 million tons. 7 million tons. Imagine how much that is. 7 million tons of food and drink every year. Now, the average family in the UK throws the equivalent of 6 meals. That is a lot of food waste that we could save money on. However, a survey has shown just taking a few simple steps, which I will tell you in a short while, could save you up to £500 if you're in the UK on your food bill. Now, just think about it. That's £500 that you could spend on your Christmas presents, which Christmas being around the corner. Now, I hear you ask, what are these steps you're talking about? Have you heard of the term or phrase, failing to prepare is to prepare to fail? Well, that's the first step. You need to plan ahead. Plan what meals you're going to have for the week and buy the ingredients you need for those meals for the week. Make a list and stick to it. Personally, I found that shopping from home is a great way of saving so much money. Yes, I know I pay for delivery, blah blah blah, but if you think of it this way, if you're in a store, something is more likely to grab your eye in their glistening packaging. At least this way, I don't get to pick up things that I don't need, and the prices might be too good to miss, or the packaging is amazing and tempts you to put it into your shopping basket even though you didn't need it in the first place. What you need to learn or take into consideration is, even though something is on a special offer, buy one get one free, just think, even though it is a deal, you didn't need to buy that second item. So you've just spent more than you needed to get twice as much, even though you only needed one to begin with. So you're spending more, even though you're saving in the long run, especially if it's non-perishable, stuff in cans or pasta, stuff like that. But if it's fruit or veg and it's two for the price of one, you don't really need two. You only need the one because you've budgeted for the one. You're cooking for the one. Now, storage is the next step you'd need to take once you've got your food at home. Think about where you need or where you have to put your food for it to last longer. Like, for example, fruit and veg, obviously they last longer in the fridge, but bear in mind, if you have bananas in the fridge with your fruit, they have a special they produce a special chemical that help other fruit or get ripe or go off quicker. So you need to bear this in mind. Bread lasts longer in the freezer. So if you think about it logically, you freeze it, it lasts longer. You only use what you need when you need it. That way you get through the whole loaf and not just half the loaf before it expires or goes off and turns green. But remember, putting bread in your fridge, not your freezer, in your fridge, could make it go off quicker. I don't know why, it just does. So you've stored your food correctly. The next step would be, or your next plan would be, cook what you need. Only what you need. Stop guessing how much pasta or rice you need. My rule of thumb is, if you get a cup that's 330 ml, you fill it with rice, that's enough to feed two. So, one 330 ml cup of rice, 2 cups of water, that's enough to feed two. I laugh because we all do this. Don't add extra ingredients into the pan just in case someone might want seconds, thirds, fourths. Ask everyone how hungry they are and how much they're gonna eat. That way you eliminate any chances of any waste. Just think of it this way. You cook just the right amount. In the off chance, I mean, it happens. In the off chance that someone's still hungry, there's always puddings, ice creams, you know, little sweets to top them up. You don't need to overcook. Now, the next thing would be recycle only what you can't eat. Now, in the UK, especially where I'm from, the councils offer some sort of recycling bin, like a green bin, where you put all your food waste, all your garden waste, stuff that can be made into compost. And the best thing is that all these recycled, I would say, home and garden wastes, basically anything edible and anything from the garden, like all your leaves, your branches, even tea bags, all recyclable. None of this ends up in your landfill or in the local landfill. All this gets recycled, goes back into the earth. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this week's video. Please stay tuned for more life related content. Now, if you're new here, insatiable-k, I'd love for you guys to subscribe so you can be notified whenever I upload new content to the channel. If you've not seen last week's video, I'm doing another giveaway. This one's bigger than anything I've ever done before. I'm giving away an iPhone 6, or depending on when we reach the goal, an iPhone 6s, a GoPro Hero Session camera, all these are going to be given away, but it depends on who comes first, second and third. The third prize is a £50, not dollars, £50 Amazon voucher or gift card. So all you have to do is go to that video. I'll leave a little thing here where you can go to the video, look at the terms and conditions of how to enter, and you never know, it could be you. If you've got any other ways or comments or questions that you want to ask me regarding this week's topic, don't be shy, don't be a stranger. Comment section below. I always answer all my followers, so all my subscribers. So if you've got any questions or if you've got anything to add, don't be a stranger.